Welcome to the show that is a life hack. Chaotic commentary. Everything's on the table. Nothing is sacred. News, sports, politics, sex. That one time at band camp. You never know what you will get, but you will laugh, think, and be informed. Let's spend a little time with chaos.
Hey, good morning. How have you all been? Hopefully fantastic, hopefully amazing, hopefully the world is awesome and treating you well. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, bro, why don't you even post in this thread? Why don't you even talk to us anymore over here? You just talk to us over and swipe wrong. That's true. That's a fact. There's no lying there. I'm sorry about that. I will make more of an effort to pop it on here. It's just consuming and awesome. There's just the growth over there is just so good that it takes away from taking a few minutes to pop in here. And this truly is the therapy session, as I like to call it, where I just talk about what's on my mind. And some of you tell me to go friend myself, and some of you are like, hey man, that was cool, I could dig that. So really, it's chilling today. I wanted to pop in and talk a little sports because of all the NBA trades and the trade deadline that's popped off. Go to sleep last night, wake up, and Kevin Durant is a Sun. Didn't really see that one coming. Didn't see that one coming without the Suns having to move DeAndre Ayton. I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? How in the heck is this roster even a thing? The Suns were going nowhere with an aged Chris Paul and a hurt Devin Booker. And then all of a sudden you throw in the leading scorer in the NBA and one of the best players in the NBA, top 3 player easily in the NBA when healthy. And now you fit it with that roster and put Ayton in the middle. And excuse me, sorry about that. And geez, damn. Suns are going to be the team in the West now, aren't they? Denver's still amazing with Joker going, but man, Lakers get D'Angelo Russell, which is great. It's so funny. You have friends in life where, and if you're that friend, you need to recognize it and change it. But you have friends in life who, honestly, all they want to say is the worst thing that can happen. Hey, it's sunny out. Yeah, but I might get a sunburn. Or hey, gosh, it's raining out, and boy, the grass sure needs it. And the other person's like, yeah, but I might melt. Whatever. It's always going to be the negative aspect. There's a friend of mine, he's a friend of mine, but more a closer friend to Callie Nix, if you guys have listened to the show for a while. And I saw him say something about the D'Angelo Russell trade and just went off about how the Lakers didn't treat Westbrook well, how he showed up every night, and he should have been done better than that, blah, blah, blah. And this is the same person that because I work for the front office, when the Lakers traded for Westbrook, it's like, how could you give up such talent for such a bum? And so it just doesn't matter. It just it truly doesn't matter. The Lakers could give up a second round pick and Luke Walton's contract for LeBron James and be like, oh my God, the Lakers are so stupid. How could they do that? That's so ridiculous. Well, the Lakers got younger. They didn't get more athletic because I don't know if there's a more athletic player in the NBA than Russell Westbrook. But they definitely got younger, and they definitely added a different element to their team. They probably need to make one more deal. Hopefully they do that today. And the only reason I say that is they're 2 games out of the play-in. And with Phoenix doing what they did, wow. Geez, it's It's a Suns Warriors at full strength playoff series has just last year the Suns Warriors was pretty heated. That was a good Western Conference Finals. They hated each other. Now you throw Kevin Durant on the Suns, and that's going to add a whole new element to all that. That's going to make that rivalry really, really fun in the NBA. And a lot of you guys aren't NBA fans. I get it. That's fine. But I am. I love the NBA. We have the Super Bowl coming up here in a couple of days. Today is the awards show, NFL Honors, NFL Awards. I forget exactly what they call it. We'll see who ends up with Coach of the Year, Comeback Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, all that stuff. If you love me at all, which hopefully, even if you like me, we want Saquon Barkley to win Comeback Player of the Year. Would like Kyle Shanahan to win Coach of the Year, but that one really doesn't matter. He'd be the best option. But Brian Dable could be fine. Doug Peterson would be the worst option, but still a really good one. Pretty good positions. But who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Like, by the end of the AFC Championship game, Patrick Mahomes was throwing to 3 bums off the street pretty much. Kelsey was done. Wide receivers were down. And people are saying, oh, what about his high ankle sprain? He looked pretty good on 3 days rest, 4 days rest, or whatever it was. Or I guess a week's rest from when he got it to the AFC Championship game. Now he's had 2 weeks. I'm sure he'll be just fine. Not too worried about the high ankle sprain. I'm a little curious. And I heard one guy saying, oh, the Eagles looked great in their NFC Championship game. Yeah, against a backup quarterback and a team that could not pass the ball for pretty much the entire second half because they lost 2 quarterbacks in that game. So, yes, the Eagles did look great, but let's also, people forget, you hear the saying all the time, the NFL is a week-to-week game. You can have the Eagles were a great team almost every week, but last week's matchup does not coincide with this week's matchup. You can't have a quarterback who cannot throw a pass and say, wow, the Eagles look great, and then throw in Mahomes and think they're going to look somewhat similar. You just can't. This is going to be a really fun Super Bowl. I don't know who I think is going to win. I have a pretty good ticket on the Eagles. And I'm in a pretty good spot on the Chiefs as well. Eagles would be who I want to win for betting purposes, but who do I think is going to win? I don't know. I really like that Eagles team speed on defense. I really like how they can go sideline to sideline, and you saw that is one thing you saw in the Niners in the Niners game is how quick sideline to sideline they could get and slow down the Eagles, and Kansas City doesn't have that. Sideline to sideline will help contain Mahomes in the pocket, which he's really amazing in the pocket, so I'm not sure that's going to be too big of a deal. But just to see, kind of what they can do. The corners are some of the best corners in the league. The defensive backs are pretty amazing. So it's gonna be. I don't think there's gonna be as many points as people are thinking. I think the total is right around 54 and a half. I can see both teams. I mean, Kansas City gets the second most pressures in the NFL on defense, where the Eagles get the first most, or the most, as most people would like to say it using proper English. So might want to take a peek at the over and sack total here, because even though Hurts can move, these guys can get pressure, and they'll get pressure right up the middle too. So something to think about. I just want to jump in, talk a little sports, and throw something out there. I promise there'll be a few more. You guys just be good to each other, and we'll talk soon.